Hey folks, welcome back. I got this brown mystery package in front of us right here. I'm super excited because as I venture further into my new 10th edition Warhammer army, I'm looking at, all sorts of stuff proxy-wise. Now that I've got a 3D printer, I don't have a resin printer, I've got FDM. You can do amazing things with the resin. You can do pretty good with the FDM, but with resin, all things are possible. Much finer detail. It's just a different world, but I saw something online that I really wanted. If you don't know what proxy means in terms of tabletop gaming, they're the official models that companies sell. Games Workshop, for example, for Warhammer. You can also use other models or other things to represent what the official models are. Now, in a Games Workshop sponsored tournament, for example, an official tournament, you can't do that. You've got to use what it is. In local games, in friendly games, usually though, you can use a proxy and say this represents, for what we're doing today, this is my Valkyrie proxy. I saw on Etsy, I forgot how I got there, this amazing looking resin model, which could proxy the Valkyrie. And I have a lot of Valkyrie models. I have quite a few. But I really saw this and I loved it. And it comes from, the design comes from a place called Station Forge, which you can subscribe to them, I think, on Patreon. You could get this STL. You could print it yourself. But not having a resin printer, it wouldn't come out very, very well in FDM. It'd come out okay, but it wouldn't come out as well. Now, I found a little Etsy store called The Scale Tales, and these guys actually had a very reasonable offer for this fully printed, all options model, less than the price of a real Valkyrie, and it is a big model. So, and they, customer service wise, talking to them, they were great. They were fantastic. So this huge thing that we're looking at, its official name is the Vaskar Firefight, also known as the Skyfire. It's quite a model when you look at it. It's all resin, obviously. So, but all the Forge World stuff is all resin. So it's not any different from that. The cool thing is, these guys, having printed it out, if I had a resin printer and I had to do it myself, I would have to do the printing, the drying, the washing, the curing. They've done it all for me. And so I am not at all upset. It was a great price for all this. This model comes with a ton of options. And I mean, let's just take a look right now as I'm doing this. So, like the Valkyrie, it has a troop compartment. It doesn't have, so the Valkyrie has all of the, we'll say the internals. This doesn't have that. It just has troop seats and stuff like that, but that's fine with me. It's still pretty detailed. And here's the roof area, which is similar to the Valkyrie, right? And it fits on very nicely. So you could magnetize this. You could just leave this on. Or you could glue it. Cockpit area with some screens in there, and obviously there's more to it. I think this goes right here, right? The fit is pretty good. I mean, obviously with any kind of resin model, you're going to do a little fitting, sanding and stuff, but let's keep unwrapping though, because there's just so much stuff that goes with this. This ends up being, I believe, a bit bigger than a Valkyrie itself. And so this is all, these are all like the fuselage pieces, right? Can I get this to just sort of stick together on its own for now? No. So this is a bit like, yeah, a little bit bigger than a Valkyrie, but it's cool looking. Nice big wings. You know what I like? They've got a little bit more logical flow to it, a lot more of these vertical lift engines than the Valkyrie has, because the Valkyrie just has those few on the bottom of the wings. There's a little bit of flash here. That's okay, like any resin model. Let's take a look at the wingspan of this guy. That is a huge wingspan. Let me get a guardsman over here just for size comparison, so you can see. So with wings, just sit there, wings. Okay, just give me that solid. This is a big model. And the price that I paid for it, I love it. So let's see. So this is one canopy. Now I had trouble deciding the canopies. So there's a lot of options on this particular Etsy store. I've never bought anything on Etsy before. They had a few different options for canopies, and I didn't know what I wanted. I knew that I wanted a transparent canopy, you know, because I like to do the detail work inside. And some people, when they're building Valkyries, I see that they just kind of paint on, they just paint over the canopy. And if that works for you, that's great. I like to do the work inside the cockpit. There's a couple different transparent resins that they work with. There's this yellow one, yellowish tinted one, a blue one, and I couldn't decide. I didn't know. And you know what? They said, don't worry about it. We'll send you all of them, because you're supposed to choose, one or the other. And as I was chatting on Etsy's like little chat with your maker feature, whatever, he said, you know what? Don't worry about it. We'll send you all of them. And you can decide. So I've got all of these 3 canopies to choose from. And so they're a little opaque now, but you know what? You do a little bit of polishing on this and they will be transparent and you will see right through them. So a little more flash right there, but excellent fit on the canopy. And you know what I love? Look at that. It's like there's such clear demarcation. So masking this would be so easy when it comes to painting time. Love it. So you've got the kind of yellowish tint, and then they have the blue tint that you could choose from here. I'm not sure which I'm going to go with. I need to do a little polishing and see. And then again, if you wanted to just paint your canopy, it comes with that. See what this is. Oh, this is, all right, so we've got some more stuff. I believe it comes with, like, instead of the outward facing heavy bolter gunners, this has like a whole internal setup for like a gun coming out of the back. I'll have to show you a picture of it because I can't really describe it very well. It's like a little gun platform. These are the guns. These are the guns that go with it. The printing quality on this is very good. I mean, it is very, very good. Very detailed. Much better than I could get with any FDM. Much better. So these are the guns I was talking about on that little gun platform. Now, the one thing is there's no instructions with this. And that's, I could probably figure it out. That's fine. These I did not pay for, but he sent anyway, which is awesome. So there's an option for some drop troopers, and that is extra. And he sent them anyway. I didn't pay for these guys. Look at the print quality on these. Like they're, the same quality that you would get on any Games Workshop guys. Now, I have an army of Elysians or Elysians, depending on how you want to pronounce it, that I haven't done much with. Like, I don't know if they're still, I don't know if we can even still play them. I haven't checked out all of 10th edition. I've taken a big break from Warhammer. I have quite a few, and these guys would go great with them. So I got 5 of them. That's awesome. Let's see, what else do I got? I got 1 or 2 more bags to open here. Like, this is not only a review of the kit, but a review of the seller, and they are doing great. This looks like bits for the drop troops. So these all look super detailed as well. And then this is, I think, what I was referring to with that those gun platforms. There's 2 different ones. Oh, these are pilots. Okay, pilot figures. And I'm not sure which goes where, but pilot figures for the cockpit. And so these gunners, this one is like, so they fit in the back. And so these guys fit in the back, and what it reminds me of is, all right, so you don't have the door gunners sitting out, but what we do have in real life that I've experienced in my deployments, on the back ramp of some of our larger helicopters and the Osprey and stuff, there is a gunner with a heavy machine gun sitting on the back ramp. And this, let me get the back ramp. I'm sorry, this is so disorganized. I'm so excited to get this. So I ordered it, and so they print it to order. Okay, so like, it wasn't just sitting around. They had to print it after I ordered it. And so this was all made fresh for me. So you could have this guy sitting on the back ramp doing his gunner thing. And there's 2 to choose from, which is cool, because then you could proxy this alone as like a rapier laser destroyer or something, like, so they act like the options on this are just amazing. And the fit on it is just great. So what else do we have here? We have, oh, you could have seats without pilots if you wanted. Try to get everything out of the bag. I chose not to buy a flight stand because I have a flight stand. I have an extra flight stand from a couple things I have lying around. It has the setup to put a flight stand in it. You can buy it with a flight stand if you want. I just chose not to. We've got, they actually look like harpoon missiles, but hunter killer missiles, or I don't think the Valkyrie can carry that. I know the Vulture used to be, if you wanted to play accounts as Vulture looking, they're already drilled for magnets, which is awesome. I can't think of what it is. Hellstrike missiles. That fits really nicely with magnets. They'll sit right in. You've got the option for landing gear that are, where's the landing gear go? Honestly, I don't know. Nicely detailed landing gear though. So landing gear extended to sit on the ground, or landing gear retracted, and you can put it on the flight stand. What is this? Oh, pitot tube. I'll leave that in the bag for now. There's a number of different kind of nose armament options. Some retracted landing gear pieces. There's all, like, these are all different bits that go on the front. I'm not going to be able to kind of do them all now. You were going to have to do a build video, but just like the Valkyrie, how the Valkyrie has, some armament that fits, on the front of the fuselage here. You have all sorts of options to, oh, there goes pilot, to do that. And it has a variety of chin-mounted weapons that you could put on, and they're all magnetized. I'm so excited to build this. These are our horizontal stabilizers in the back. It's an enormous, and then rocket pods. 2 different types of rocket pods. very Russian style rocket pods, which I'm not opposed to. So I'm really excited. This is just an amazing, this is awesome. And the price I paid, I'm so happy. Absolutely worth it. Where are those little bolters? I believe they fit right here. Forward-facing bolters. Absolutely great quality on the print. I'm looking forward to putting together these little troops. The resin is perfectly clean, does not smell bad. Like if you know 3D printed resin, it can stink if it's not cleaned properly. Excellent quality, and I probably will be ordering more from this seller. But you know, so like I said, this is a design by Station Forge, which you can subscribe to and download the STLs. There are lots of ways to get 3D prints done if you don't have a 3D printer. I can tell you that if I were to download, let's say I subscribe to Station Forge, and by the way, people who subscribe to things like Station Forge, they get a commercial license. So this seller is well allowed to then print and sell these things. But if I subscribe to Station Forge and then I tried to use one of the typical online print services to have this printed, this would cost me hundreds of dollars to do. So I got a really good deal on this, and I'm gonna proxy this as a Valkyrie. I can't wait till it's all done. It's got great options. It looks awesome. It looks very 40K, but at the same time, it's different from things that we've seen, and I can't wait to get it done and painted and tabletop ready, and we'll see that happen real soon. This is so cool. It's so cool. I love finding reliable online places, you know, so I'm really excited to do this one. It really has a great look to it. So we will do this build real soon, very shortly. I mean, I'm going to start on it tonight because I can't wait. Curious, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on using proxy models instead of the official GW ones? Just curious. This is so cool. And what are your experiences? Anybody that has bought stuff on, you know, like Etsy or things like that? This is my first experience. Like I said, it's gone great. And hey, let me know if you're interested in seeing the whole put together process and the final build, because it's going to be on the channel. I can't wait. So anyway, thanks for spending a little time with me, guys. I hope this is as exciting for you as it is for me. Remember, everybody out there in YouTube land working on your own stuff, keep building them, build them well, and I'll be back with the next video real soon.